Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we checked out a little Italian movie. A shocking movie, you could say.
Terminator 2.
Shocking dark.
Ruthless Terminator. Shocking dark.
That was the end of the movie.
Oh, Aaron, what happened?
You're so dark.
Aaron, you're so dark. It's shocking how dark you are.
Oh, shit. Hey!
Hey! Aaron, is that like a super secret time traveling
in the
spaceship you
heavens,
have?
so-
Yeah, it might be.
Time
Well,
tunnel,
that's
Chris.
lucky.
It looks just like a bank vault.
It's where we go back in time and copy a different movie.
Hey, you know,
I like that.
Time Cop had like the time tunnel Stargate type thing. It's a little similar.
Yeah, I just watched that last week. It had the rocket sled thing.
Yeah, you had to like
that's
do
so
it
cool.
fast. You
Into
can't
a
travel
concrete
through time
wall.
slow.
Gotta go
You just
fast
do
if
it
you're going.
fast.
Yeah.
88 miles an hour, right?
Really? When you hit 88, you're like, oh, you're going through time now.
That's what the
Oh, is that Back to the
DeLorean-
Future?
I've gone through time
That's
a
the
lot
speed
of
that
times.
bends time
that
and
Back
space.
to the Future?
Back to the Future every day.
Oh, man.
All right, yes, we are back. Shocking Dark. Bruno Matai. This is a movie.
It's a
There's a
tubular
lot.
movie, Chris.
It's a very tubular movie, Spib. That is a good point.
Tubular.
I guess we can go to AJ for the premise hole. AJ, can you tell us
got
what
it.
Aliens is about? Okay.
Don't worry, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
Right?
57 years after Ellen Ripley had a close encounter with the reptilian alien creature from the first movie, she is called back, this time to Venice, to help a group of highly trained colonial marines fight off against the sinister extraterrestrials. But this time, the creatures have taken over our underground city. It's either fight or die as the space marines battle the creatures. Ripley must attempt to protect a young girl who is the sole survivor of the newly wiped out colony. In the 1989 sci-fi epic Terminator 2. Shocking dark.
Wait, isn't this just fucking aliens?
It was
most
Terminator
part.
at the end of it.
It's
There's
mostly
also-
they mostly come at night.
It's mostly aliens.
They mostly ripped off
Mostly.
Aliens. Aliens is my favorite movie.
It's a great movie.
Um,
Love that movie.
Aliens is 2.5 hours long and somehow felt shorter.
Aliens is 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours and 34 minutes.
It's so
long. I
well
looked it
paced,
up.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, AJ, that was fantastic. You know, that was just
Thanks, Chris.
tubular, and I loved
Thanks.
every moment of it. Tubular is a
appreciate
cool
it.
phrase.
Audacious.
Tubular's like from the 60s or 70s, right? Like people don't say
Totally
that anymore.
tubular, dude.
80s. Totally
80s.
tubular.
It's like Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
All right, well, we're bringing it back.
Ooh,
Well,
and
but
the
they kind of
Ninja
stole the
Turtles.
surf lingo.
Ninja Turtles are named
Yeah.
after Italian
It's sort of
artists.
like 60s to
it
80s.
It's Italian.
Okay. Well, that's great because that's our
How do
new
you say
thing.
tubular in Italian.
Tubulare.
That's not accurate at all. I don't even know what tubular. Like that's not even a real word, is it? It's just slang.
It's,
Anyway.
it's the shape of a tube.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
tubular.
Okay, that's fair.
Like
So
when
they're
you get in the
corporations.
tube when you're surfing, you know, you hit
It's
that,
inflatable?
hit it right, so you're in the tube.
Oh, so
And it's tubular.
Or like when I got stuck in the hole of the water park. Is that what? No, I'm just joking.
did you? Did you really? They had to like
That
push you
come
out.
on, man. I'm
we have a
joking.
tubular rescue.
Yeah.
And
They
I
show
was
up like a
right.
plunger.
It is tubulare.
Is it really, Smith?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 1989. It is a year we've covered many, many of times.
Never.
But can we
Not
take a
once.
moment, Aaron, dive into that history hole, perhaps into your space-time vortex hallway, travel back to the 80s, and get a little context for the movie and the year it was released?
Well, of course we can. Down the tube we go.
For Aaron's History Hole.
We need a new
Alrighty.
bumper soon. We need to get a new bumper.
Yeah,
That one
time
is
to
a
make
couple
some new
years.
ones.
Yeah.
I think we need to get down with the sickness. What do you guys think?
Go down with the history hole.
Or we did talk a lot about boy bands. We could do,
Oh, yeah.
I like Abercrombie and history and shit or something. I don't know.
Needs a little work. Needs
I
a
like
Yeah, it was
Aaron's
nice.
holes.
It's making me sick. All right.
That cover is
What was-
much better.
What
than
was
the
the
other
one with the cloned guys at the beach? What song was that?
That was
Before.
the B44.
Land
Yeah.
before
B44.
time.
All right, I have to look up that song. Maybe I'll do one for that.
All right, so this is Shocking Dark, a.k.a. Terminator 2, a.k.a. also known as the bootleg title for the United States was Aliens 2.
Oh my god.
I'm not even trying to hide it.
Kind of fitting. That it doesn't matter. Like, look at that cover artwork. It's awesome on every one of those.
Yeah, that is awesome.
But it's not
cool.
very
They should have
fitting
used
to
the
this
Blu-ray
movie.
cover there. That's good.
That was
think
pretty
they got-
fitting right there.
Nice.
This one is.
No, because
I
they
was-
never released it. In
If I was James Cameron, I would sue the piss out of them.
Hopefully they didn't make any movies with blue people.
Does James Cameron care? He
No.
has so much money. So much
He
money.
doesn't.
He's too busy diving the Titanic, isn't he?
Yeah. No, not anymore. He's making Avatar 14, and he's like, I didn't make the second one, but we're going straight to 14.
They're purple this time.
I mean, they're green lit, right? Sigourney Weaver's on
Well-
all of them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I saw a picture of Kate Winslet doing this like she's underwater.
God.
I've never even seen the
believe I
first
can
Avatar.
It's
never seen
Ferngully.
It was
No.
overrated.
I've
Yeah.
never seen Avatar.
It's not great.
Oh, listen to you guys.
The special effects are incredible. They're incredible.
Do they hold up
But-
still?
Were they though?
Oh yeah,
Were
I'd
they?
say so.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were good. Yeah.
They were really state of the art.
But is it worth watching?
No, not really.
Not
No,
really.
Yeah,
you've
that's
seen
why I
that
haven't
movie
watched
before.
it.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why I
Yeah.
haven't seen any of the Transformer movies.
Well, this is a fitting conversation for a movie we're talking about tonight.
Right?
Okay, so this film was released on May 1989 in France, then later in August of 1990 in Italy. Its official release date for the United States was May 2018 in the United States was for Texas Frightmare Weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, this release is so good looking, though. The transfer, like, it
Yeah,
looks awesome.
yeah. Okay, so our most recent film from 1989 that we've covered was The Blood of Heroes.
Ah, good old
Oh.
Rucker.
Best.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, so this movie,
Spiff,
some other,
if you don't like it, why don't you write a 45-minute long epic on a comments just like that dude with Knight Riders, okay?
Well, Chris, if you've
Laying
done
out
your
all the-
research,
Riders.
if you've done your research on
yeah, come on, do
Dust
some
Bowl
research.
football, what was it called?
It's
I
called
don't know.
Blood of
forget what it's
Heroes,
Blood
The
of
Juggers.
Heroes.
They were the Juggers.
The Juggers.
Salute of the Juggers.
Salute to the Juggers.
Juggernauts.
All right, so some other movies released the month that this came out. We have Fright Night Part 2, Roadhouse, Indiana
Yes.
Jones, and The Last Crusade,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Pink Cadillac,
Okay.
See No Evil, Hear No Evil,
Yeah. Yeah.
Earth
yeah,
Girls Are
yeah.
Easy.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah,
Good movie.
It's very nice.
it's very nice.
This is a very nice.
Just getting into this film.
Okay. We brought Tubular back. We're really bringing back, like, Borat. Like,
Yes,
Borat.
that's a nice.
Isn't there a new
All right,
Borat movie?
there is, but nobody does this anymore, do they? Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Kids do probably.
We spent 40
No,
minutes
I
talking
don't
about
think
boy
kids
bands.
do. Like, what kids are into Borat? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
They should be. Maybe they should be.
All right.
Chris, just end the broadcast. We'll start again.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We're moving on.
If
we're
you
moving on.
curse the show, you shaved and it's all done.
That's it.
All right, our director for this masterpiece was Bruno Matai. He was born in 1931 and died in 2007. He's an Italian director who had 55 director's credits, mostly for films of this sort of nature. Some of the most notable ones are Double Target, Women's Camp 119, and Strike Commando.
Call classic.
Those all sound awesome.
Rat's Night of Terror.
Rat's Night of
Yeah,
Terror.
we saw that.
You did that on
Was
the
it that one?
video
Oh, you did do
show,
that?
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We did with Mark.
It has what's her face in it? She's from this
That's the one that had
Is
all
it
the paper
Greta?
rats. They cut them out of construction paper, and they
Paper
moved them
rats?
on like these wheels, so it looked like rats were
Oh
moving.
my god. Like a cyclorama?
Yeah, it was a cyclorama.
Hey,
Because they didn't have enough rats.
but there's some good stuff to that movie. That movie's cool.
There's some cool stuff.
The
they
ending,
did have like a
real
whole
cool.
city of like people living on the streets, which is pretty cool.
They got rat people.
Nice.
It's cool.
Rat
cool.
people. That sounds pretty fun, actually. I'll have to check that
It's
out.
pretty fun.
Our writer was Claudio Fragasso, who has 40 writer credits, best known for Robo War, which looks freaking cool.
I just got that
Strike
on
Recommended
VHS.
that one.
Oh, you got it?
I have it on VHS.
VHS. Wow.
Okay.
You gotta rip it
And
for
in
us.
case Tubi doesn't have it, Lindsay does. And we have Troll 2.
Nice.
Our music was by Carlo Maria Cordio, who we've heard a few times with things like Curse to the Bite, Zombie 5, Killing Birds, Beyond Darkness.
Beyond Death, Dark. Okay, that's the movie.
Killer birds, Chris.
Yeah, Killing Birds.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
was
great.
rough.
And
great.
that tree movie, The Crawlers.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
So boring. I don't know how you can make that boring, but they did. Our
Because they move
cinematographer
so
doesn't really
slowly.
matter.
How can you make trees boring? I think it's pretty easy
they
to
don't
make
move.
trees boring.
They
They don't
stand
do
there and,
anything. Aaron. They grow, but it takes like hundreds of years. It's like watching paint dry. Like it's
That's the
faster.
movie. Everyone just gets old quickly, and you sit and watch the tree grow.
This is like generation after generation. Yeah.
There is that book that's very sad.
The Giving Tree.
The Giving Tree.
I loved that book when I was a
Sad
kid.
book. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Guy in
Shel
that's a
Silverstein,
total
right?
jerk.
Yeah.
Yep, Shel Silverstein was awesome.
That's the whole point, Spiv. God damn it. I used to like you when you had your beard, but now I don't even know who you are.
He actually donated
Lost the
his
card.
beard, Chris. Way to go.
Someone's gluing
donated
it
it
on.
It's like a 5-year-old with a beard now somewhere. Like what?
Henry's walking around with a beard. Shit. So there was some special effects in this that were pretty cool. Some were pretty terrible. You know, it was kind of a good mix, though. I couldn't really find a ton of detail about the people that did the effects. It's mostly for Italian movies, so nothing crazy notable that I would know, that you probably would know either. But from a makeup standpoint, one guy, Franco Di Girolamo. Wow, I can't say that guy's name
Nailed
at all,
it.
but he.
I think you got it. That was great.
You nailed
From
it.
an
My name's
accent,
Frank.
man.
I don't know. I don't know how to say my name.
Oh shit! He created the werewolf suit for the Silver Bullet movie, which is pretty cool. Stephen King movie.
That's cool.
And then we have Tanya McComas, who's done makeup for tons of movies. A lot of them Kevin Spacey films.
Okay.
But we have American Beauty, The Killers, The Negotiator, Cliffhanger, Last Action Hero, True Lies, Gran Torino, and like I said, a bunch of Kevin Spacey films. So she's a pretty
Silent
prolific
but
makeup
deadly.
artist. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Moving
Man.
along.
True Lies
What?
is such a good movie.
True Lies is a
It's
good movie.
cliffhanger.
Some movies to check out. We have Top Line.
Oh, that looks
That
fun.
looks like Romancing the
Is that
Stone.
It's like-
Franco Nero?
It's like Pitbull.
I thought it was Romancing the Stone, but it's not, because an author, Ted Angelo, discovers a UFO in the Colombian jungle. When he tries to spread the word, he earns more than the usual disbelief. Suddenly he's hunted by all these different organizations. But the USA title for this film is Alien Terminator.
We gotta watch it. We have to watch it.
That's good. I like it. I like it.
That's what sold me. I was like, this
Wow.
is kind of cool. Oh, wow. Yep. Definitely have to
Franco
watch that
Nero,
one.
wasn't he the original Django?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. He's a big
Oh.
Italian actor. He's
Yeah,
huge.
he did a lot of Western
Yeah,
shit.
he's great.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you're right, Lindsay.
So we're definitely going to check that one out. We also have After Death
That's
It's
cool
a zombie movie. It's a zombie.
from
That was
1980.
cool.
It is. It's like the more traditional, I guess, like Haitian zombies or something. Let's go look. Okay, After Death from 1989. A woman goes back to the island where her parents were killed. They've been working on a cure for cancer and accidentally raised the dead by angering a voodoo priest.
Oh,
Whoops.
This sounds kind of like your typical zombie movie in a sense, but it looks pretty cool from the pictures. So we might want to check that one out. And finally, for AJ, we have Interzone.
What? What's that?
Interzone.
Oh, God.
Celeste.
1989.
Enhance on that.
Okay, hold on. Let me read the
that the
description
bad
first.
Oh man, that looks.
I gotta read the description. Humans fight mutants in a post-Holocaust world. Post-Holocaust world.
I like some of that. There's mutants. Give me the. It's the last safe sanctuary on Earth.
This might
and
make
the
it on the
battle
roll,
is
guys.
on.
If there's mutants, there's a chance.
Is that Sue Price down below?
No, but
The
she's
muscular
ripped.
woman? Jesus.
God,
She
let's
looks
check
like
this out.
She must
the
buy-
Long
she must
Island
buy-
medium.
She must bought one of those things on Facebook, one of those $5,000 AI workout walls, or what the hell those things are called.
My ass cheeks are like iron. Yeah, why don't they have things like that where they're like crushing beer cans with their butts and stuff?
If those tonal
Oh,
things
those
are
videos
AIs,
are out there.
like I just want to be able to hook into my tonal and not have to do anything and just have it do everything for me, and then I'm ripped.
Like those 50s like shaking machines that
Yeah.
have like a rubber band but just shake the shit out
Can they
of
not do that? Put me in a rubber
Well, no,
band
people
thing.
vomit it all over the place. They're like, this probably isn't going to sell very well.
Care, and if I come out with a six pack, I'll vomit everywhere. It'd be
Plus, they were
badass.
gas powered, so you gotta like.
Starting that
Pass
shit.
out from the fumes.
Yeah. Well, technically, they weigh less because they're dead. All right, that's all I got for this week. Chris, you are welcome, sir. Thank you,
Aaron.
sir.
So with that,
Really
you were
appreciate
Oh
you.
my gosh, Aaron, you were just so polite.
so
I like
great.
This is
I
I
love
love it.
I'm
I
so
love
happy
it
to be here.
This is great. This is
Thank
good
you.
stuff. I love
Thank you.
I love
you.
the attitudes we
I
got
really-
going on.
I appreciate
All
you.
right,
I
just
just
shut the
want you
fuck
to
up.
know
All right, just stop. All right, thanks, Aaron. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Okay. The hell is this movie? Shocking Dark.
It's about aliens.
we went through like so many titles.
Aliens in Venice.
All right, Spiv, I'll start with you. What did you think of The Shocking Dark?
This movie was a whole lot of fun, but then it was too long. So, the end, I guess. It was
Great
aliens.
words.
Scene for scene aliens, but
Yeah.
well done, I thought, and sweet costumes. But yeah, but then the whole time machine thing, and it kind of went off the rails at the end. But I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
AJ, what'd you think?
I had mixed feelings on this. I did have a lot of fun with like the costumes and the over top terrible acting.
Yeah.
But you know, you can only walk through the same hallway so many times for how long was this thing?
Wow, come on, give
Way
the guy a
too- 2
hallway. And
hours?
he's either happy
It
or
was,
he's
it
gonna
was an
complain.
hour
What's
and
going on?
39 minutes.
It was
I
so
wanna say.
It was a
steamy in
long
there.
hour 39.
Yeah,
It was a
was.
long movie. I thought it ended at like, I don't know, like half an hour earlier than it was going to, and then it just kept going.
They
But-
killed that Terminator guy 6 times.
Yeah, it was kind of like an
It
homage
takes a while
to
to kill a
like
Terminator.
Terminator and Aliens. That's
An homage.
That's being very kind.
That's
I mean,
extremely
it's-
kind.
Plagiarism,
Italian-
homage.
in Italian form, you know.
I feel like that might be offensive too, because they straight up copied it. But okay.
Well,
Isn't there
All
a
right.
guy named Kowalski in Aliens?
No. Rebecca.
Yeah, I like the over the top acting. I like the caricature characters. That little girl was an interesting character. I wanted to count the number of times she screamed Sarah because I'm pretty sure that was her only line the whole time.
Newt Jr. Yeah,
have
when
you,
they
have
save
you
her.
seen
yeah.
Aliens? Ripley.
Don't you sit there, Spiv, and say anything bad about aliens.
But yeah, it definitely was about 20-30 minutes longer than it needed to be.
Okay. Aaron.
Do you remember when you were a kid and you would like play with your friends and like recreate
friends.
scenes from a movie and stuff? Do you remember doing that as a kid?
No, I just remember you breaking my arm.
That's what this feels like.
Everything before that, I forget.
It feels like people that loved something and wanted to make their own version of it, but because they weren't creative, they just literally copied it, but worse. This is what happens when you've like faxed something 30 times, photocopy it, and then like email it to somebody, and like it's like, what the fuck is this?
It's like distilled
blocks.
down.
Yeah, it's so distilled down that all that's left is this like blurry, shitty mess, which in a lot of ways describes this film. But it was fun. It was definitely fun, but I feel guilty watching this because it's such a direct ripoff. Like, I feel bad about liking it.
Not the Space Marines.
Megaforce.
Megaforce.
Lindsay, what'd you think?
I had fun watching this for the most part. I didn't realize that it was a straight up ripoff of Aliens and then Terminator because I didn't look into it before I watched it. So I was discovering that as the journey went along. So I was like, hey, wait a minute. No. But yeah, it's like if you went to... If like the dollar store produced Aliens. It's just this shockingly bad ripoff. And but it did yeah, shockingly bad ripoff. But it did right? But it did feel like a fan film at times. But I enjoyed the costumes and the overacting and the one guy who yells all the time.
through the radio too.
Yeah. But it got to a point where everything just got old, and I'm like, just fucking end already. But overall, it was fun to watch.
I liked it, but it got old because I knew exactly everything, and I wanted. The thing of it is like I didn't think the production quality was that bad. It's cheesy, sure, but like the sets, whatever they're filming in, this place is awesome. And they have monsters, and all they had to do was write something a little bit different. Certainly can still be inspired by Aliens. It's the fact that it's just fucking beat by beat, scene by scene.
This is that
exact.
scene. Oh, here comes the next.
They looked at the Alien script. They took the line and they slightly changed it. Or what they did is they just did a really quick online translation to Italian, and they're like, "Let's fucking do this shit." But then because the translation failed at the end. They're like, I don't know how to end it. Well, I just watched Terminator. Okay, let's just jam that in there. Like that.
Why is there a time machine in a tunnel?
It doesn't.
Right?
That was the
two
that
time
was
machines,
fun
guys.
though. Any little bit of difference and originality. It's not even original, but a little bit in this storyline felt fresh-ish.
Like the seaweed in Venice.
Seaweed in the Venice thing is kind of fun.
It's
Right?
it's fun.
It
It's like a little escape from New York, you know.
Look, when Venice is, got seaweed, you can't fucking go there, all right?
The opening feels like a documentary or something.
And don't look at that boat over there that's still there, clearly.
Those people in the background walking around.
What are you guys doing?
But, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why you would completely just remake it. Because it's just, like Aaron said, it's so distilled down and it's not adding anything new. Then what's the point? Right? What's the point? Did you make money off this?
I think it's a passion project.
Oh, I don't think it's a passion project, right?
There's no way.
No, I'm totally joking because it's literally just a copy. So I don't know.
So
hypothetical? What if he actually wrote Aliens, and they made it before he did?
They
stole
his
his
script.
script.
They hacked
Stole his
into his
script.
database and took it.
Yep.
Used
I mean-
all
I believe
blinking
it.
Lights.
What year did
There's-
Aliens come out? I can't remember.
86.
I mean,
86.
I want to say 86, but I mean they did take like a few. They took the one character who plays Bishop and also combined him with Burke,
Yeah.
and then they took the guy who plays Frost and they combined him with Vasquez, and that was like the only difference, right? You didn't have Michael Biehn a love interest either.
Right.
Well, and you didn't have Ripley, who was like proactive and smart and making decisions, and the only one that actually knew what was going on.
You
He
have
had
Ripley
shoulder
we had
pads,
Sarah.
She has a
Sarah.
sweet leather vest.
She's a financial advisor in Boston. She really is.
Boston Market.
That's awesome.
Like nowadays, or like at the time of this movie?
I cook rotisserie
Currently?
chickens.
It was like under her trivia page on IMDb. She's now a financial specialist in Boston. It's like, okay.
There you go. Go get advice. Should I invest in this Aliens ripoff?
Okay. So this was an Italian film, but a lot of the actors were not Italian. Either that or the
Yeah.
ADR was like
There's
absolutely
a lot of American
perfect.
actors.
I didn't really
Yeah.
notice any ADR at all.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
So
I think
thought that was
I
kind
think
of
they're speaking
interesting.
English. I think it was just like American actors.
All right, you bunch of pussies. I'm back and I'm kicking ass.
Stop staring at the camera.
Best
one of my
character,
favorite
right?
lines.
Like, where's the camera? I'm gonna stare right at it.
I'm
Jesus.
back.
I did like when they took the exact scene from Aliens and tried to make it work in this setting. Where like the one scene, they're like, we can't open the door, and she just—it's just because she's hitting the
Opens
wrong
it.
button.
Yeah.
She's hitting the wrong button.
Yeah. I like the
So-
one where they're backing up with the beeper and they're like, it's all around us. And then
Yeah.
it cuts to like a dark room and it's like standing right next to him.
Yeah.
It's a huge creature.
Well, the creature
show up
was
out of
just
nowhere.
standing there like this, like.
They're like in the room magically. Like, it's great.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's some production value, there's some production quality,
Yeah.
some money. Like these creatures are in here. They have a bunch of them. They have some killing effects. There's some robot stuff.
Amazing
the props
costumes.
all, or the setting all looks
the
cool. The
other one
lighting
great?
is
I
fun.
was
Like,
just
I was
mission passion,
disappointed
you
by
know?
the monsters. I was disappointed
Sure.
by them because
They
you
were
could
a
tell
little
it was
rubbery.
you could tell it was a guy. You tell it was rubbery,
Yeah.
but they didn't show it very much.
It was like
Well,
creatures
They
in Black
knew it
Lagoon or
wasn't that
something.
great.
They seem like
Yeah.
a collage of different monsters from other movies that were
Yeah.
like rejects.
Yeah.
They just put them together in this because they had them or something.
Because they all looked different. I mean, they all had that basic shape, but all their faces were different. Like one had
Yeah.
like a trunk, and the other one looked like an anglerfish. And
Are they
were all
made out of
different.
seaweed? Is
That
that the
could
connection?
be.
oh
I think they're just
shit! Because
leftovers.
of all the seaweed, Spiv, you might be right.
Because
I
they
didn't think about
had
that.
some line about the computer being like a floppy disk, but it creates life and.
This
So
guy.
they're all
oh my
turning into
God.
these seaweed monsters, basically.
Yeah.
That's the whole story.
What was the deal with that guy from that scene?
He was a
was a
seaweed
seaweed
monster. He just
He was
hadn't
turning
transformed
into,
yet.
psychosis.
His acting.
Amazing. Amazing. right?
Do you have that clip, Chris, with audio? Because
Well,
my
he made
God,
have it with
he
audio,
made that
yeah.
loud noise like a dolphin or
Yeah.
something.
that
Yeah.
was cool. That was actually kind of creepy.
When he screams, I thought he was a
Yeah.
screamer, which, by the way, is awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
That's one they should remake.
Oh, they never.
Don't
used
give
the
him any
scream
ideas.
Well, let me ask you this.
Aliens 2, Screamers.
I mean, he looks like he's doing like a thing type thing as well.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like, if this hadn't harped on the plot so much of Aliens and was just all the same stuff, and you saw the monsters, would you be as disappointed, or is it because you're constantly comparing it to Aliens?
See,
I
I'm not
was-
super familiar with aliens, so I
don't. For me, it
Really?
wasn't
Okay.
that. It was more like I was disappointed by just like the pacing, and it wasn't structured well at all. That was the
The-
hardest thing for me, was losing attention.
Yeah, and also they shot it so flat. Like everything was just like stationary and from a
Yeah.
Oh,
distance.
camera-wise?
Camera-wise, yeah.
And they went out of control with those smoke machines, man. They were constantly smoking people's faces. You couldn't see where they were. I was just like, turn
It
the
was
smoke
hard to
off.
tell who was who.
But
at
the lighting
times.
was
Look
fun.
at that. Is that a tactical walk maneuver there?
No.
Grouped together?
Everybody bunch up.
Some of them have helmets and some of them don't have helmets.
Why do they have shin guards for
And
elbow
guards,
pads? Like,
why not, Aaron?
in case they fall down.
Yeah.
let's play
Maybe we're
soccer
gonna
with
start a
our
band.
arms.
Go rollerblading after or something.
I'm just trying to
Their uniforms were pretty sweet.
They were
like,
sweet.
if you made
They
a
were.
parody version of a movie, you would take all the scenes, but then like change them or make them funny or something like that. But this isn't even that.
You could do like a bad lip reading version of this
I
film.
think they meant for this
and
to
then
be
it would be a
funny,
good
though.
parody.
Nah, I don't think they meant for it to be
No.
funny.
Really?
Oh, really? I was reading
don't
about the
think they
director,
did.
and apparently most of his movies he made on purpose was to be funny. Like, they knew
Really?
That sounds like an excuse
Yeah.
for ripping off aliens. No, it's just meant to be
I
funny.
think it's just an excuse for making garbage.
Oh no, it's just a joke, guys. I promise.
Right?
Oh, the spider
And some of
webs.
the
Garbage,
makeup's
though.
cool.
Well, this
Lots of spider webs.
these scenes are better because they're lit properly. So much of the movie was way too bright for what was going
Shockingly not very dark.
on. Like this, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
That's Spiv's computer.
It is an office, though. I mean, I never like it when, like, on the crime shows they're in the morgue or something and it's all dark and dramatically lit, and it's like, you can't do an autopsy with those lights.
The problem in this movie, it didn't give an atmosphere at all.
It felt like they just like, everyone stand over here. All right, we're filming. Let's go. Because even like where people were standing in places wasn't thought out. And like it just looked like they just rolled whatever the fuck was happening.
Oh, the beginning scene, they get the SOS call, and then the guys in the room just stand there watching it for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
Oh, hey,
They're
we should probably
calling
send
someone.
someone down.
How about the monitor woman who messes up her lines, but they just keep going with it anyway?
Oh my gosh, she was my favorite character. They had one take for her.
It's okay, we don't
and she
care.
just
keep
kept going.
Just keep
She
going.
was, that was my favorite character in the whole movie.
That was like the major plot reveal, that we find the Tubular Corporation was behind it all, and they killed Venice.
We gotta talk
But
about that too.
they sent the video to their shareholders explaining the evil plan before it happened.
Well, they just want to let them know. They want them to be prepared.
Now we request that you are keep this a secret.
So what she said was that they caused the algae bloom or whatever. They exploded the aqueduct to make Venice a dead city. And so now they'll be able to sell all their properties for 70% of what they're. How does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't see how that gets.
They were able
anyone.
to buy everything because nobody could live there anymore. So therefore, they got it really cheap.
Yeah,
and then they
So
can
they
sell
got it for less than 70%.
Wait, probably like pennies on the dollar, and now they're selling it. Once they can fix it, they're going to sell it for 70%.
You guys know nothing about real estate.
No sense to me.
How does that connect
I went to Trump
then
College.
How does that connect with the DNA research / genetics / what do they say?
Time
Herbs
travel
or something? Time travel. Like,
Oh my god.
The Tubular Corporation just liked lots of stuff.
okay.
They're diversifying.
This is the thing with the
Revenue
thing of it is, and this is the same thing you could say. God damn it, fuckers! You could say the same thing about aliens, but why would you send people into this place when you have a whole bunch of robots? Can't you just send robots to places?
Yeah, because
And they're
this you don't
expensive.
get the like.
People
well, I guess you
don't
do get
cost
the
anything,
kind of.
man.
There's a fucking Tubular Corporation, AJ. They got robot money. They can easily do that.
Robots are more expensive than people, man. You're going to send people in instead. It's the old
that's-
argument,
People are a
right?
dime a dozen.
And that's
don't
the other
cost
thing,
anything.
because with aliens, they went there because they wanted the creature. That was the secret reason for the mission. In this one, that's not present. There is a shady company, and we've got the cyborg guy, but he doesn't really do anything. Like, why did he go there? He didn't have to go there. There was no purpose for him except. I mean, he's doing the bishop scene where he's looking at the thing under the microscope and stuff like that.
Perfect organism.
Yeah, but
Where he says like fantastic or something in this.
Yeah. But there's no greater secret reason as to why they sent them in there.
It would make sense if he was sent in to cover it all up, right? But I don't think that was.
Yeah. Well, was
the
his point was to
Was
get
that
the
why
lab
he's-
info? Like at the computer? Was that the reason? Like to steal that or something?
I think Megaforce was gonna go in anyway because they got the SOS call.
Oh my god!
And
How
then
have we
the
gotten
tubular
to the point
guy.
where- How have we gotten to this point?
I think it was a cover up.
We are trying
it's
to
a cover-up.
justify the story choices in a movie that rips off 85% of its story, scene by scene of another movie.
I liked the scanners they had for the.
Oh, the little
see if
Game
the
Boys?
creatures were coming.
Colorful.
TI.
They looked like they were
It
playing
was-
Candy Crush.
Those are cool.
Yeah, it looked like a little multimeter they glued jewels onto.
It was cool.
Someone bedazzled it.
It's bedazzled. Oh, that's your favorite.
There's that
scene,
shot.
Chris.
Ass slapping.
There's the
hype
shot.
shot.
I have a
Way to
slower
put
one.
your best face
There you
forward.
go. Look at that.
the game.
Bam, 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 bam. This is not the
Russian
game.
ass slapping, or is it Terminator 2?
The game is very perverted. I will say that.
Oh Christ!
You like it.
I
And
do,
they all had
but I feel bad.
shotguns too. I was
it's not
disappointed
that
with the weapons.
Everything's
like
a
that.
shotgun.
When the
They all had
Terminator got
shotguns,
shot,
yeah.
he had like that T2000 metal stuff happening. That was cool. Like on his chest.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I do think
It's
there's
like,
a
oh, this is just
level of
Terminator.
effort here. It's
I just left him
disappointing.
walking around
It's
like
just only
this
on the
the whole
makeup
time.
end.
Like, ow, I hurt
Special
my
effects.
arm.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
right?
cover this
I
up.
had to do
no
that the whole
worries.
movie. Whole movie.
Hey, They have a very small budget. They're being creative. Cut them some slack.
He could have rolled his sleeve down or something.
Like, if this was a modern movie like this, we would be praising it for how much effort they put in, I think.
Yes.
I guess it's a different time, so we're kind of... That's... You fucked yourself over, guys. When you rip off another movie, it's hard to, like...
Because you're going to be held to that standard.
Yeah.
True.
Because if it wasn't, that's what I'm saying. I think we would all be like, this was awesome.
But
we
did have time machines.
2
That's
time
true.
machines.
I mean, that was pretty cool.
I loved it when he showed up and was like, yeah, there was a second ship. Hey, now I'm here.
Oh, that's like an alien twist, right?
That's what this movie was missing, was her getting into some giant exoskeleton thing to fight him.
No, the ending is she gets in the time machine, and he's above in the vent and crawls out like an alien. You know, where you see his head. That's the scene you do. He's on the ship, guys.
We did get alien vision in this as they shuffled down the hallway.
I don't remember that.
Did we?
Yeah, there's a little bit.
They're getting closer, and it's just like...
Do you think it's funny that he
Tunnel
like
vision.
let them go and then went after them? Like,
Oh my god, that scene's amazing. There goes the
Head
head.
fell off.
That mannequin. That was
They
so
used it
good.
more than once, too.
Yeah. Boing.
I like it. Like, I don't have anything else to say because it is exactly what it is.
I have to say, I loved when they had shots of people running down the tubes because they were running so slowly. Like they were trying to almost run in place, and it looks really silly.
When you only have one hallway to work with.
No, they had so many hallways.
They did.
What are
They
you
were in, like, a
talking
factory or
about?
something.
Look at this. This
That
is
was
so
cool.
cool.
they had those panning shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fun.
They definitely
There
had
they
some
are.
cool... I don't know
Those
where
right
they
there,
shot
how they're
this.
running like that.
Wherever they shot
This
this
just
was
feels
really
like
cool.
it would. This is just like a giant Coldplay fan movie.
Yeah, there's a Terminator, like they remade Terminator scene by scene with a bunch of different directors, but then all the directors made it their own, so it's kind of fun.
That was
It's more-
Terminator?
Or I'm sorry, RoboCop.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, that was the one where they
Oh.
shot all the dicks off in that one scene. That was
That was
it was
awesome.
so well done.
So
funny.
ridiculous.
So
Like 40
but this-
dicks.
But I hear what you guys are saying, but this doesn't lean to me as this was made by people who really love aliens. This means to me as it was made by people who just really wanted to capitalize on
Yeah.
aliens.
Cash
and
grab
knew it
for
and
sure.
pushed it out.
So?
Cash grab.
But then the problem is they put the effort in with the production somewhat. I mean, being rushed, I'm guessing. But Lindsay's having a heart attack. It's all right. We're
Sorry.
walking it off.
I got the hiccups.
But they didn't put any effort into the story. They just
Story's
copied
not
it. so.
important.
My
story's
favorite
not important in a
was
movie,
when
you're
Newt falls and there's an actual
Samantha.
slide.
Yeah.
There was an actual
It's going
slide
up,
built
though.
there.
It was going up. It looked like it was going up.
How come the Dr. Sarah didn't just jump in on the slide after her?
I didn't understand that either.
Yeah.
Just slide on down.
Stay
fun.
there. I'm coming
That looked
for
fun.
you. And she walks the other way.
I like this scene.
What's this supposed to be?
Venice.
That's Venice?
Yeah, before the disaster.
I'll be damned. Fucking A.
Take it. You can keep it.
Really?
Yeah, I got some more.
Thanks.
All right.
That scene was
What
so
was the
fun.
point of that?
Their
If
friendship
she would have
finally
handed
came
out
good.
pictures to everybody, that would have been amazing.
AJ, if we're walking along and you hand me a picture of Venice, I'll be like,
You would say,
what the fuck?
You would say, fucking A.
What's this? It's a picture of your house. Fucking A.
Before the disaster.
I like how he's like
This is
slowly
this is
puts
my
it in
house
his
today.
pocket. And,
That was the surfer dude, wasn't it?
yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
Venice,
Oh, it
like,
was,
didn't the
okay.
disaster just happen before this movie?
No, I think there's a period of time.
Okay. There was a giant plot dump there in the first scene.
Well,
Yeah.
it was just like humanity is destroying the oceans, and the oceans are rising, and this is consuming all of our lives. And then it cuts to like Venice Beach, or Venice is closed, and you're just what?
Venice is closed.
Why is it closed?
Before that, Venice is, what does it say? Venice off limits.
Yeah. There
Well,
is a
when they-
version that has
it's
a prologue,
the-
by the way. Just not the one we saw.
Oh, there you go. No, but there's a scene, I think, in their locker room that they're just dumping
Talking
plot
about?
facts.
Yeah. It don't matter. It don't fucking
Well, there was
matter,
that cool
guys.
nunchuck action too.
Let's talk about the end. Okay,
Nunchuck action.
So the end, where like, they're like, I don't know why. I guess they figured we don't have a drop ship like in Aliens to like fly
Yeah.
out of here, and they were like, well, let's just make up some shit. How about there's a time machine randomly in
Just
this
go in
Venice
this room
aqua-
and sit on the
Although
bench.
the aqueduct thing they're in was built by the Tubular Corporation
Yeah.
after the fact, not before Venice. So Tubular Corporation's like, we're gonna make this extremely technical time warp machine, but we're gonna put it over here where no one watches it or uses it. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's so that they can go back and stop them, I guess, from
Was that the
starting
idea?
the
But
incident.
do they?
Yeah, she just
They
went
got
way back
work
to like
to do.
Venice.
That's all she says. Yeah.
Gives. So, anyways,
We did get a Venice
Then
train
it doesn't
chase
really
scene, too,
matter.
which was cool.
It was the journey. The journey was what was important.
Yeah, how did he die? What was that? She threw the Game Boy at him
but
and
she
it did him in?
gave him this, which I
No,
guess
he-
sent him back through time. But you don't need the
Yeah.
time ship; you just need the little Game Boy.
You just need
That
the
was-
Game Boy. And she
Okay.
said it to sometime back in the future, I guess. And
Yeah.
there
Wow.
it goes.
You cannot build a time machine. If you build a time machine, you're fucked. Because the first time somebody uses it, everything's changed.
Yeah.
It's done. We're done. We're done.
Well, that's if you can change time. But
There's multiple theories, though, Chris.
If I could
Turn back time.
You could be jumping into a different multiverse.
Ooh.
Yeah, because since they went
then
back
you
in
screw up
time,
someone else's timeline.
there's two of those people now in that timeline. So if they avert the disaster, what are they going to do? They're already there. So what do they do? And if they let it happen, then they're just caught in a time loop.
Can you just keep
Well, I
going
guess we have
back
to
in
watch
time,
Terminator
just like in
3.
12
There was
Monkeys?
a
You get a
Star
little
Trek
closer every
episode.
time.
12 Monkeys is awesome.
Data figured it out eventually.
I have a theory about Ridley Scott.
Okay, let's hear your theory.
Go for it.
He's secretly Italian.
He's old. I feel like he might have dementia, and when he made Alien and Prometheus, he got confused halfway through, and he started making Blade Runner. Okay, but hear me out. It's kind of like what this movie is like.
It's an homage to himself, right?
This is what Ridley Scott's Aliens would look like. Well, he didn't make Aliens, but you know, his Alien nowadays would be like confused and just be a hodgepodge of all of his movies. It'd be like gladiators in there and shit.
entertained?
Gladiators in there.
There is a
Russell Crowe
wheat
shows
field
up.
in Alien Covenant. There's a wheat field in Alien
There
Covenant.
is.
Oh,
There's robots, which are always in Aliens.
Well,
but
Yeah.
still.
they're still talking about doing a Gladiator 2, and it talked about like there was time travel in it, or they bring Maximus back from the dead.
They got it.
Sweet.
He's too fat.
Is it gonna be Richard
Yeah.
Grieco? Because I'm here
Russell
for it.
Crowe.
And I think they already cast someone to play his son, a grown-up version of his son that came out recently. So there's movement on it, but I don't know.
Wow.
There's movement, all right.
Just add it to the Avatar list, frankly. Story.
Right into the toilet. Yeah. What a movie. I liked it. I also didn't like it, and I'm just confused. And
Yeah,
that's where we're
that
at.
sums it up.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Times.
Let's just watch this one more time. Soak it in. He has a stain on his ass, though.
He does
It's a little
have a
weird.
stain on his butt.
It's like,
When you
ah,
slap
shit
an ass,
myself
do you
earlier.
slide your hand up over it though, or do you just give it a little?
I think it's just the
there's a lot of
slow motion.
sliding. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
Technology.
movement to it.
There's a little
little
friction
movement.
on those
Make
pants.
that makes the pocket flap.
I mean, they probably did the scene
Seeing-
like 10 times. And
see it in fast.
it's the best
motion.
one, right?
It's actually his ass is bleeding from her slapping it so much. That's what the scene is.
Right? That's what that's from like all the
Take
slapping.
63.
My ass is raw. All right. Anything else with this totally tubular movie, guys? Shocking dark. Anything else?
amazing.
Or forever hold your peace. Anything. 3. No? All right.
I'm ready for
Any
your
alternate
game,
titles?
Chris.
Nope. Alternate titles. I almost forgot. Who's
Yep.
got alternate titles? Go ahead,
Got a few.
Lindsay.
I was just building on my ones from earlier. It's like shocking how much this ripped off Aliens. It's shocking how much this ripped off Terminator. It's shocking how bad the acting is. That kind of thing.
Okay. Aaron?
Beepers and Buttheads.
Oh wait, is this gonna be one of these like we're going for a ride right now? Because it's
it's
usually how this was.
It's a short tube ride, okay?
okay.
Totally tubular, brah. Shocking dorks, because these guys are like so dorky. Like a racist in the dark, because she's like constantly being racist.
There you go.
Yeah.
Italian guy.
Yeah, that was
lots
weird.
of that.
Mega Force, just because that was their name and is ridiculous.
It's a sweet name.
Shockingly not very dark, because there's so much lighting in this movie. So many scenes are completely well lit. I don't get it. Okay. Sector 69 420, because they're talking about all these different sectors and things. It's like, whatever. Tubes, tentacles, and terrible acting. Tunnel touchers.
What? Oh boy.
Wait, do I need to show the ass slapping clip? Tunnel touchers.
Tunnel touchers. Creature Canal. Look out, here comes the mega dorks. Aliens. Time Tunnelers. Terminator 3, Rise of the Seas. Aliens versus Terminator, Tunneled to Hell. Thunberg's Tunnels. Tubes, Tunnels, and Racial Tension. I'm here to call you pussies and kick some ass, and I'm all out of ass. And the penetration of Shelter 65, because they're talking about penetrating Shelter 65, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It hasn't been penetrated. It's been penetrated, all right. I've never penetrated Shelter 65. Yeah, but Bob penetrated it. You're like, what are you talking about? As they get attacked by aliens. Exactly. He looks like a tunnel toucher.
Yeah.
We're this close to an X. Anything else, Aaron? Any
That's all I got.
All right, Jesus Christ. I got shocking ripoff, shockingly dumb, failians, like aliens, but with failing.
That's good.
Terminator 2, No Judgment Day. Addio, baby. I looked up hasta la vista. It just means bye. And then I wrote bye in Italian, and it's addio. Get it? It was a lot of work.
Adios.
You guys suck. LV42, who gives a shit? And better than Alien Covenant.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a high bar.
Boy, that's a terrible movie. God damn, that's terrible.
It has its moments. I'm really just kidding.
I forgot
No,
to
it's
say my favorite line of the whole.
Is it called the racist crap? Please don't be the racist.
No, get out the KY so we can shaft him real good.
That was a good line.
Yeah, and then they grab him and they're like, "We're gonna fuck you real good." Like, whoa, guys!
Oh, I was like, where's this movie going?
You're escalating this quite a bit here.
You're about to feel the mega force.
And then he's like, "That's a nice." That guy's crazy.
It's a me, a Mario.
Yeah, I think this is such a caricature of a person.
Oh God.
There you go,
Oh, I
Chris.
forgot to play one scene.
Fuller here's an expert in martial arts. He served an 11-day war at Ankara. Besides, it's a tubular corporation that wanted this mission done in the first place.
I'll say.
He served 11 years.
That's what I mean. They just keep rolling. They don't care.
What about the guy who's talking on the phone and he's just nodding and they're like, you can hear him asking him a question and he's like,
It's probably just like
They
one
can't
take, guys.
hear
I
you,
just want to
asshole.
finish this train wreck.
Just get this over with.
Let's get it over with.
Only
Let's
if
get it
we're
over with.
so
Factory
much
for
film.
one day.
tubular corporation.
Tubular.
They couldn't come up with anything better than tubular.
Irene sent in some alternate titles. Let me see.
Hey, we're walking around too.
Slow Walkers. So many tunnels, so little time. Leftover Star Trek sets. I think this was like a legit like.
It
was
looks
like
like
a
some
real
kind
factory or
of
something.
It was a
like
factory.
a factory
power
or a dam or something like
Power
that
plant,
with a lot of
maybe.
Yeah, it might be a
access
dam.
tunnels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pipes.
Lots of pipes. Okay, let's move on. Play a game.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of compliment, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly questionable. Shall we play?
Well, we all agree that this movie is basically almost a parody of Aliens.
Yeah.
I am going to give you a pornographic movie name, and you tell me if it is real or fake.
Oh, Jesus.
It is a parody of a real movie. Okay, are we ready?
All right.
Shaun of the Head.
Real.
I'm gonna say real.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like there's such a market, and those two would cross over, so I would say yes.
No. I think
No.
this is like that joke I made in the Slack the other day about that. You think you stole it. Yes.
Fake.
Oh.
All right, we have a lot, so let's go fast. L.A. Confidential.
Real.
That's
Yeah, that's real.
I could see that, like noir style. Yeah.
You can see that?
Yeah, Guy Pearce in
right.
there.
Fake.
Sure.
Damn it.
Oh.
I'm going to think they're all real.
Damn. Yeah, because
Super Hornio Brothers.
That's definitely real.
That's
Real.
Real.
It's real.
Oh, they've got
like
plungers. I don't want to know how they use them.
Man, that production might be better than the original.
It looks like they used the same set.
Gangbangs of New York.
That's gotta be
Real.
That's real.
That's real.
Damn.
Fake.
Wow, really?
Chris, you have a calling here.
I know.
You have a
The
talent.
Da Vinci load.
Real. I want it to be real.
It has to be real. That's amazing.
No.
That's real.
The truth
Hey,
comes
Aaron.
out.
Truth comes out.
Oh my god, this
Wow.
is Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter and the Sorcerer's Balls.
Yes,
Real.
Real.
It's gotta be real.
Bam.
Oh my god.
Nice.
What is he holding?
In 3D, no less.
Holding
know
the
what he's
Sorcerer's
holding.
Balls.
Holding.
He's holding the Sorcerer's Balls.
Going
Let's see
through
what
the
this is.
Voldemort.
Voldemort cock.
All right. Orifice space.
Office Space doesn't
Fake.
need a
Office
porn
Space
movie.
doesn't. Yeah, no.
No, that's fake.
Real.
Hell, Lumberg fucked her.
Fake.
Lumberg.
Okay. Glad he ate her.
Real.
Oh,
Real.
that's
Ooh,
real.
that sounds
What?
real.
No.
Guys. It's fake.
Oh,
Damn it.
They have standards, people.
Damn it.
They have standards.
Ass Ventura crack detector.
Yes,
Real.
that's gotta be
Yeah.
definitely real.
It is real.
Someone got my back up.
I think that's
Here's
on
a magnifying
Lindsay's.
glass.
That's on her shelf back there, isn't it, Lindsay?
No.
It's like one of those.
Lindsay, you got
She's
a
like
copy
covers
of
it
Ass
up.
Ventura
No.
back
This
there.
is Rollerblade 7. It is not a porn. It's almost one, though.
All right. Honey, I Blew Everybody.
Real.
What?
That's a kid movie. No, that's fake.
No.
Yeah, no.
Real.
It's real.
Wait, Midnight Video presents the story of a man-eater. Ooh.
Watch
Oh, there
out.
she goes.
They're in tidy whities.
Yeah.
That used to be a thing.
They
It's the
did.
sexiest underwear there is.
Edward
Real.
Penis Hands.
That's gotta be real.
Real.
That's real.
That has to be real.
Real. He looks pretty good.
Wow, that looks
Is
like
that
Johnny.
Johnny Depp?
Wow.
It's Sicky Nicks.
I like how they said
Oh my gosh.
a parody.
And
Just in
Gina
case you didn't know.
Fine.
Funny and violent. Volcanic?
Volcanic.
DVD.
What, how's it
number one
volcanic?
seller. Number one.
Wait, is it erupting all over the place?
Yes, Aaron.
What?
That's what it says.
I
Funny
mean, does
and
he have the
volcanic.
scissor hands? You know, that'd be the thing to see. How's that working?
Ooh.
I don't want to see this. Fast Times at Dick Mount High.
No.
That's
Fake.
No.
real.
Real.
Say.
Real.
Fake.
Oh.
Damn.
Should have made fake covers.
White men can't hump.
Real.
That-
Real.
I want to say it's real, but it's probably fake.
Oh, fake.
Ah!
No way.
That is the
Man,
best
got
one.
some classics
Oh
there.
my god.
That's funny.
Shaving Ryan's privates.
Real.
That's
Real.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. it is
Stars
real.
Tom Sizemore.
And that's it. Although I did find this one, Dawson's Creek.
Oh my god. There's
We'll get
there's
it at the end.
there's a real porn parody called it's a porn parody of Robin Hood called called Throbbin' Hood.
Oh, that's
and it
good.
stars Ron Jeremy as Friar Fuck.
Oh,
Friar Fuck.
And they do it. And they have an archery contest to see who can hit the target. And you can use your imagination about what they're hitting the target with.
That's ridiculous. I don't want to see that.
Okay, that was the game.
I don't think I can handle watching that. Who watches that?
It sounds funny.
Let's sit down and watch Friar Fuck. Like an hour of that? Really? I don't know.
Probably
man.
a lot of people
Oh
do.
my gosh.
I'll tell you stories of working at the video store with an X-rated section. You'd be shocked at how many people rent those movies like that. Be shocked.
I used to work at a bookstore that had a dirty magazine section, and
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll tell you the best
Pages
part.
stuck together.
When someone
Ugh.
had one overdue and you had to call their house about it.
Yeah.
Like someone picks up the phone, like
AJ.
and you're like, sorry, sir, but like the wife picks up the phone or something.
Edward Penis Hands is 4 days overdue.
It's 4 days later, and they're like, "What? What are you talking about?"
I didn't rent that.
AJ, remember
And then they
the
show
news
up
anchor
already.
guy? Remember that news anchor guy would come in
Yeah.
with all the pornos?
Yeah, lots of people do.
And then you go
Lots
back
of
on
people do.
WGAL.
You'd be,
What?
Yeah,
I could tell
who
you all
was it?
kinds of
Forget-
people.
Yeah.
Is it Mike Hostetler?
Was it Dick Coxworth?
You'd be shocked.
Cocksettler.
He's my neighbor. Or he was till he moved.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't he go blind?
I don't
Yeah, it's
Oh my god.
Okay.
So my mom was right this whole time. All right, that was the game. Let's move on. Thank you. Wait, what is next? What do we do after this?
We,
Okay, yeah,
did
I
our
know what to do.
sum-ups.
I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing.
Patreon. Whoa! Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Whoa! Patreon.
Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Okay. Lindsay, would you recommend The Shocking Dark?
I would recommend it for the terrible acting and costumes and stuff like that. But if you're a big fan of Aliens, just watch Aliens.
Okay. AJ.
Yeah, I don't know if I would recommend this. So, like, the pacing bothered me, and I got really bored, and I was just really upset that I was like, I'd rather be watching Aliens, frankly. But yeah, I could see if like you're a super fan of the movie, maybe you would have some interest, or maybe you're just like really into like some of these really bad sci-fi Italian films, and you just have to do it. But otherwise, I would probably pass on it.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. It gets too long, too repetitive, too boring, and not worth it.
Aaron.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to say than everyone else has already said. If it wasn't a direct ripoff, I'd probably say, yeah, this was actually pretty fun. But I'm really torn by that because it just feels like outright plagiarism, which I'm not a fan of.
Spiv.
A little bit of what people said, but I'd recommend it still. Just know that it's a straight Aliens ripoff, and then enjoy what it does offer, which is sweet costumes and terrible acting.
Yeah, I think we're judging guys.
It's like Saturday night at Scott's house.
After he shaved his goddamn beard. I feel like we're being harsh on it because it's getting compared to something that is like.
Yeah, but it did that on its own. They did that on purpose.
It brought that on its own.
If you did it the other way, where you took like a B movie that sucked but had a good concept, and you made a great movie from it,
sure.
Okay, maybe I'd let it slide a little bit. This is like, let's take an amazing movie and make it worse.
It's also just like very Power Rangey, cartoony. You know, like
that's the lighting.
It's not,
and the
yeah, and it's not. You
Yeah.
can't take it seriously to begin with, so that's a problem in itself.
Yeah, I wouldn't take this seriously. I mean, when we watched Rats, that movie was way more serious than this.
That was way more serious, yeah.
But
Even
the
though
production
some of the rats were
quality,
pretty
I
fake.
don't know. The production quality felt similar. I don't know. I liked it. I had fun.
Dumping buckets of rats on people in that one.
Buckets of rats.
I would say the writing was better in Rats, and the acting was way better in Rats.
Yeah, I don't know. I had fun with this. It was funny. Remember when we watched Carnosaur 2? That movie straight rips off the plot of Aliens as well.
That's true.
But it twists it a little bit with the dinosaurs and stuff, so it feels a little bit more fun to me.
Yeah.
Because this was just like straight up like lines slightly changed.
Although they did have the forklift scene.
Yeah,
Yes.
we missed out on the giant robot thing.
They didn't have a power loader, yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I liked it at first, but then it was like the 5th scene in. I'm like, okay, wait. So this is legit nothing different until the end. But I don't know. It was fine. It's fun. It's on Tubi. Maybe check it out. That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Do we do anything else now? Okay, emails. I don't know how to do this show anymore. I feel like I don't know what's going on. I'm so
Come back, Ali. Come back, Ali C-Star.
Chicken
email.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Mars with Olivier Gruner.
Mars.
Get your ass to Mars. Yes, so that's what we did. Mike Del Rosier.
This is great.
Actually, a lot of
This
people.
is good. I love all this. This is good stuff.
Mike Del Rosier, nice to see Lindsay back. Hope the surgery went well. And Rebecca, welcome back. You were missed. Now you guys got 2 women on the podcast to keep Chris in line.
What? Whoa. I don't feel like they need to do that.
I feel like I get out of line. Do I get out of line?
Yes.
When?
I think
How
we
dare
all
you?
get out of line at times.
I feel like I'm the most grounded
In
person
line.
here. Yeah. I run the X. I control the. I have
You are
power.
the Xer.
For now.
The triple Xer after
And
this.
you come up with good fake porn titles.
Thank you.
Yeah. I forget how to say his name again. Deva Black?
Deva.
Deva.
Deva? Or was it
Diva?
Deva?
Diva? Diva?
Sorry. I'll think back to the
Goddamn
last one to
Spiv.
find out. I should write notes. He also says, welcome back, Lindsay and Rebecca. Yay! And Sean Cavender said, absolutely.
Welcome back.
Are
They'll
you
be back.
What happened to you? Are you
Yeah,
like?
man.
Are
You
you
lost your
What is going on?
mojo. You shaved it
You
off.
sound
Half
like
of his IQ is in his beard.
God,
Samson.
fucking nap or something.
I know. Sean liked the episode. His favorite thing in Mars was L.L. Ginter's performance as the bad guy, Ike Ringo.
Yeah. Mars was a fun movie.
It was fun.
That was fun.
And J.D. Buffington, I think we talked about smart home speaker things, maybe? Or the computer? How does it know you're talking to the computer?
Oh, yeah.
And he says
Yeah,
maybe
it's just
intonation dictates when your smart home turns on the sprinklers.
Yeah, I don't think so because I yell at Alexa sometimes aggressively and angrily. And it doesn't change. She's still as pleasant as hell. She's still really nice the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I fear the robot,
for verbally
upcoming
insulting
robot
her.
overlords,
Yeah.
and it's like I probably
Yes.
should treat these nicer, right?
They've already
I am
won.
so
They're
Does
already
Alexa
like,
ever make creepy sounds that you can't explain?
Yeah. Sometimes she's like,
Yeah.
"I'm going to kill you, Chris."
Google did that to me the other night. It made a weird noise. It was like, "Boo-doo-boo-doo-doo-doo." It's like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, that just means it's a notification. There's like
Yeah.
It just
Amazon
means it
will
stopped
notify you.
recording me.
the problem is,
And I
like,
asked
The reason
it.
I don't have anything in my
I'm
house.
not.
I asked
What are you
it,
guys
it's
worried?
like-
I'm not worried about like what is an Alexa gonna do unless it like sprouts legs and then
no, it
comes after me.
ruins your
and-
life. 'cause you're
No,
like,
I mean,
you turn on whisper mode and you're like, Alexa, do this. And it's
My
like,
wife
I'm
did
sorry, I
that.
can't stand you at 3 a.m. and everybody in the house wakes up.
I think more people
Alexa,
are
make an
concerned
announcement.
about the reverse technology, someone be able to go into it and use it against you, that
Yeah,
knows you, or
to
vice versa.
listen
Because that's pretty
about
easy to hack them,
conversations.
right?
All the voice that it would listen to and send
You would
off
have
to who knows where.
so much voice. What would you do with all
No,
that?
Scott, it only listens
know.
when it hears its name.
It's like the same thing with people that like hack into baby monitors and like yell at babies
Or
in the middle of the
the,
night.
or the, they hack into the ring cameras.
You're a baby!
And stuff like
Yeah,
that.
people do that stuff.
You're a baby.
Yeah, yeah. All those Internet of Things devices have no security at all.
I think they would yell worse things than "You're a baby."
What's the difference?
sleep,
They don't understand
baby.
it anyway.
They could play Richard Grieco movies.
Corrupt them, corrupt the children
Set
of the
that
future.
kid straight, right?
Look, I don't know what you guys want though. Like, this is the inevitable future. You watch Star Trek when you're growing up. It's the fucking computer's on all the time.
I mean, cell phones track everything about us anyways already, so.
I turned it all off.
Then this is your choice.
So you think.
You either go and live in like a hermit in the woods without any technology, enjoy eating salmon that you caught at the river and burning on your fucking
Can't even really
fire.
do that anymore.
That sounds good.
Or you embrace and you just live in the life of luxury, letting Alexa run your life.
Not play the music you asked it to play.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Every fucking goddamn. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's
you
so
son of a
goddamn
bitch.
broken.
Yeah.
I don't know how it keeps getting worse.
Just switch to Google, man.
No, because they get worse.
I don't know why I would use Alexa over Google. That's ridiculous.
Can't. Yeah. I can't wait for that.
Do I trust
can't wait.
Amazon or Google more?
This is now. I can't wait for like the Philip K. Dick future of Amazon Alexa or Amazon
We're here,
and Google
Chris,
having
we're
like
here.
cyber ninjas and shit attacking each
Baby,
other. In
you're
the mega
dreaming of electric
cities.
sheep.
We
Did
get
you-
stuck in their war.
Didn't a story come out recently where they've made embryos with half human, half monkey DNA?
What?
They
Yeah.
put the embryos in the monkey to like
So does
keep
it
it
come out?
warm and let it
But-
grow. I think
Your
it was
mom's
like
a monkey.
18
But it doesn't-
days that they let it grow before they.
But it's not like mixing of the species there.
No, it's just using it
No,
as
it
a-
was just housing it.
This is like pre-show content up in here.
I know. We were talking
how they got
about
here.
weird science.
What kind of zoo don't got no monkeys?
See, that was a good movie.
That movie was great. Yeah,
It's a terrible movie.
it was terrible, but it was awesome.
So if you'd like us to discuss your comment for
Oh, I got
10
a
minutes
comment.
next week,
Hold on, I got a
leave it
comment
on
on
the
Twitter.
YouTubes.
I got a God damn it, Skip,
we got a comment. We got a comment here during the show from Shivery Frog, and I want to know, Rebecca, why did you buy 18 bell peppers?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you can never have enough bell peppers, frankly. Right?
I'm trying to grow
Market
some, but
2006.
I don't know if
How do
it's
you
gonna work.
remember this?
Ouch.
I don't remember anything from 2006.
I think Rebecca needs to change your face. Like you got to do like a face-off type of thing here.
We got a Twitter message. Newt Whalen says, that this movie stars his friend Greta, and that he loves this movie.
Cool.
And Greta
Cool.
was the you guys are a bunch of pussies, eat my ass, or whatever the fuck she says.
Yeah, she was
was
great.
fun.
Complete hard ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good
Other than the
stuff.
racial things, I liked her.
Yeah.
What would the porn title of this movie be?
Shockingly
Deep.
Shockingly hard.
Shocking deep. Shocking deep. I like that's a good one.
All right, are we ready for the wheel? Is that what time it is?
Let's do it.
What
Battle
have we
Truck.
added to it?
Okay, well we will see.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, I know. Some witchcraft, right?
Witchcraft was on last week.
Summer.
Oh, Spib, you lost your beard. Now you're getting divorced.
We have Nightmare City, Italian Zombies, Robot Ninja, Robots Ninjas. Always good. Rebecca has requested the Woman Scorned.
Oh yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Oh boy.
Moon 44.
Moon 44. So AJ shuts the fuck up.
What's that
You're
one
gonna
about?
like me for that one, guys.
It's
Moon
been on my list
44
for like 3 years.
Only got
Come
on here because AJ's like, we never watch what I want to watch on the week we watch
Oh.
Battle Truck.
Oh, okay. I mean,
He's-
I didn't hear
he's-
anyone complain
he's
about how
right,
great
AJ.
Battle Truck was. I mean,
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft 3 because we have to. And Point Doom, which you guys are like, oh, I'm so mad about this until you see this trailer. And then you'll be like, oh, I love you, Chris.
okay, all right.
Richard,
I mean,
Grieco,
you've been picking some interesting ones for sure.
Grieco.
I didn't pick Shocking Dark. Somebody else did. Okay. Are we
Okay.
ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a recommendation.
Spin the wheel.
Cool.
Spin
the
the wheel.
wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, here we go.
There it goes.
No whammies.
Yay! I'm so excited for this one.
What have you done, Rebecca?
It's gonna be awesome.
Meredith Baxter Bernie.
Bernie.
Oh my god. This is going to be an
This is gonna
interesting
be
episode.
So
for sure.
bad.
I can't wait.
Drama?
I can't wait. I can't wait for the gender dynamics to come out over this one.
All right.
Gender dynamics all
What
over
does
the
that
place.
mean?
Get back in the kitchen, Lindsay.
means we're gonna be dicks about this, and they're gonna love it.
How are we gonna be dicks?
Oh, I think I might like this. We'll see.
All right, let's check out this trailer.
Scorned woman Betty Broderick rages at the movie of the week.
Those things never happened. Nobody ever did those things.
The Real Woman Scorned, exclusive on hard copy.
After 16 years of marriage and 4 kids, he left her for a younger woman.
You can't lay this divorce on me and then ignore me.
Now, if she can't have the life she wants, neither can he. Why would you want me to stay?
Because you own me.
Based on the shocking true story, Meredith Baxter, A Woman Scorned, the Betty Broderick story, Sunday, March 1st. Based on the true story.
I don't know how many trailers.
It's so good. It keeps going.
She drives a truck through the house.
Yeah, do you see those plates?
Copy. Remember that show?
I think Lindsay's right.
Wow, this is gonna be good.
Gender
It's gonna be
dynamics.
awesome. Oh yeah.
This is on Tubi. I believe.
Really?
I'm just running it down. I'm
And I
pretty
think
sure
it's
it is.
part 1, isn't it?
Part
one. Oh my goodness.
How long is it?
This might be a 2-parter.
A Woman Scorned. The Betty Broderick story is.
I'm
on
sure
TV.
it was a 2-parter. Like
Oh, like
they showed it.
nightly?
Yeah.
Monday night,
It
Tuesday
was
night.
like,
It's like a 3-hour
Stay
epic.
tuned for the shocking conclusion.
How long is
Next
this thing?
week.
How long is
Oh
this?
boy,
It's
guys.
been
It's,
It'll be long.
it's 3 hours.
No.
Guys,
Are you
no,
shitting me?
No,
Yes,
no,
it's
it's
2
not.
episodes.
Hold on.
That's
We're
with
only watching
commercials,
part
though.
1. There
It's
is a
gonna be like a
sequel
cliffhanger.
called Her Final Fury, and that came out.
That sounds pretty metal.
That might have to go on the wheel if we like part 1.
When did the second one come out?
Same year. I'm pretty sure this is.
Yeah, a few months
I bet that covers like the trial and stuff.
Yeah, it's her trial.
Well, production wrapped up really quickly, guys. We have time to make another movie. Let's just go at it.
But seriously, if you can, it's on YouTube everywhere. Just the interviews and Betty Broderick testifying on the stand. It's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Scorn the Betty Crocker
I never heard
story.
of this.
What?
Any of this.
Betty Broderick. Sorry. Betty
Wow,
Broderick.
he's already starting. You
it's-
guys hear this? You hear
it's a-
this?
Betty Crocker.
You sexist.
Oh my god.
It's a horrible story. She did
God.
I
she did
was trying to
horrible
remember what this
things,
said.
but it's just it's a crazy story. I love it.
Like that was the real her in the hard copy thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was not happy with her portrayal.
Hey, I'm just saying. Who was sexually violated in this movie?
That's
the man.
true.
Right there. All in slow motion glory.
Hostile work environment.
This looks. I have no fucking idea. We're gonna. This is
They
gonna
have
be fun.
recorded
Something different.
voicemails from her, and
Oh my God.
where
Lindsay
she's
is into
like
this
a
shit.
expert.
Lindsay is
it's
into
true
this
crime.
shit.
I love it. Like
Oh,
she's
same.
talking to her
True
child
crime.
and telling her child how awful
do that.
his father. Oh, it's great. I love it.
It's too depressing. This stuff's so cool, but it's so.
It's bad. It's really
true
bad.
crime is
It's something.
it's hard, man. It makes you really hate people even more.
It makes you learn people.
But this was back in the late '80s, early '90s, where all these scandalous stories
cool
came
day,
out,
yeah.
like Amy Fisher and Susan Smart. I want to say all those different true crime stories that blew up really big.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt. Mhm.
It's sounding like next week is going to be the week of Lindsay. Is what's going on.
I think she should be the host.
I think so too. Honestly,
You got to cut off.
No,
the
I'm
clips.
just glad Rebecca recommended this one because it'll be fun to talk about, and it's
It should be.
something very different.
Yeah.
I usually like
Yeah,
the
that's gonna be
erotic
fun.
thrillers, but this isn't an erotic thriller. This is just like a.
Does Meredith Baxter Burney say
Drama?
that bitch in this? 'Cause it's gonna be.
I
just want a baby.
All right, that's what we're doing next week. A Woman Scorned, the Betty Broderick story. We're a little bit of a different thing on here. We have been getting into the weird sci-fi and action and horror. You know what? This is something different.
Maybe this will
So,
be a new thing on the channel.
This might be
New
a
genre.
new thing.
Lifetime genre.
And you know, when you look this movie up, the director Dick Lowry did make a whole bunch of movies with Kenny Rogers, so we could always get into that next.
You gotta know
We're not-
when to hold.
Hey,
No
Aaron,
way
all of his
forward.
movies are called The Gambler, and
So I do have to comment though, like Hallmark nowadays is very like PG and like happy. Like
Yeah.
they met in a tree forest.
Right?
He was a lumberjack and she was a hamster wrangler.
She came back
Were they
to
gonna
her
fall in
small
love?
town
Is that a
after
job?
a
But only on
divorce.
Christmas. On Christmas
Only
at
on
this
Christmas.
hotel.
Oh gosh, Hallmark.
There's always a Christmas
movies.
special, right? There's like,
Like
10
all of
them
them are
each
the same thing over and over
Yeah.
again. So this is like
Just change the
dark, man.
professions.
Yeah.
I want to be a hamster wrangler.
Yeah, I got that mixed up with the whole like house hunters thing. We have
Yeah.
a budget of $8 million. I'm a
that show's
part-time
so
hamster
fake.
wrangler, and my wife collects used insulin needles. It's like, wait, what?
That's
Only granted for the kitchen.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then they're like, how much, what kind of budget are you looking at? I don't know, like $6 or $7 million. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Who
can
are
go
you
higher
people?
if we need to.
We went with the fixer-upper because it saved us. Yeah.
A cool half mil.
I like this house, but I'm gonna gut it and remodel it.
It has to be within walking distance of a vegan bakery, and also
You are triggering Demi Lovato right now, Lindsay. You better watch it. All right, I think we're done. James Dean said that I need to start plugging stuff more. God damn it, every fucking time I say that. It doesn't sound right.
Dean.
James suggested we should plug things more because we don't on the show.
Yeah,
So
we
go
should.
to the YouTube channel, watch
Plug
the videos.
those tubes.
Watch
Find us
our
on
movies.
Instagram.
Watch our movies. We've have 10 short films. They're out there. Please check them out. Leave comments. That helps us out. Watch the TV shows. Oh, I suck at it. This is why we don't do it. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
ready for
I'm
the
so
sequel.
sorry.
More.
You gotta turn the hype
Purple.
on.
You got to hype.
Yeah.
Hey there out there in YouTube. I can't do it.
Do it. Do it. You had it. Do it.
smash that. Like
When I think of the YouTube
Like that
voice,
ass
I think
slap
of
in this movie.
I just think of Dead Meat because that guy
Yeah.
just talks like a fake person the whole time, and I can't watch it because of that.
You can't hype at the end because everyone just stops the video.
You need like a stick, like high-five the camera or something, or like swipe the camera, like some kind of calling card
No, like an ass slap wipe
when you sign out.
for all the
All right,
transitions.
give me a second. Give me a second.
And it goes right in.
Hey there, the
There it
YouTubers!
is.
Welcome back to the Bad Movie Night. We're gonna do.
Smash
anyways.
that like button.
That's good.
You better
Practice.
smash that like.
Oh, you gotta put
No.
the like button on his back.
yes, put it on his butt.
Okay, we're
Wait,
done.
when it
That's
slaps,
it.
they should
Oh,
pop out like
for
a million little
fuck's
like
sake,
buttons.
guys. Jesus Christ.
It's like it's like Mario with the coins.
What's on this train wreck?
So subscribe to us on YouTube. And go to the iTunes, leave out a review. Oh, I did. Oh, guys, I got an email
get
today
Netflix
from
listening?
Chartable. It said that we are number 242 on Apple Podcast film reviews.
Really? That's pretty cool.
Out of
And it only goes to 200, so I don't know.
Really, 242. That's pretty
It
good.
said the one time, it said we peaked at 13. At some point, we were number
Wow.
13 on Apple iTunes.
Really?
I'm like,
Wow.
no, we would.
That was our Evanescence episode.
It was the Black Dog episode.
Probably was.
They were looking for something else.
All right, guys, that's it. Go to iTunes, all that crap. And then join the Patreon, patreon.com/badmovienight. Sign up. It's $2. It helps out the show. It means you support us. It means you like what we're doing. And it gets you access to a bunch of stuff, so many extra podcasts. The Slack, which we're hanging out on there all the time. It gets really questionable and weird.
Yes.
Do
you like Godzilla?
How much do you like Godzilla?
Are you depressed?
Does Godzilla
Do you
turn
like
on?
music? Are you depressed by the fact that Godzilla turns you on?
Did you write
Somehow-
music about being depressed?
Somehow I check all these marks. It's so weird. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch us next week for Meredith Baxter's shocking dark. Lady.
woman's
Good.
scorn.
Betty Crocker.
Shocking dark. The Betty
The
Crocker.
Betty Crocker
story.
incident.
She burnt them
I'm sorry. I'm never gonna.
This is
get
gonna be
right.
this is gonna be a really
Gonna be
bad.
something.
I should not be on this
It's gonna
one.
be
Look,
great.
these
I'm gonna go
two.
full boomer.
Yeah.
The X is ready, Chris.
Yo,
Yeah,
these two
yeah.
guys down here, this is gonna be real bad.
You're right.
Oh, was that offensive?
We're gonna get censored and
We're not allowed
kicked
to
off
say
the
that
air, aren't we?
We're older. It's just the way it works.
When you get older,
It's okay to be ignorant.
No, it's
That's just what happened.
It's not. It's just what happens.
It's my inability to try and be a better person.
That takes effort. Who has time?
All right. All right. Well, I'm done. I'm tired. We're ending. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.